Hey everybody, got another comic book review for you today. So this is continuing with Trinity. So this is comic 10, 11, and 12. I love how these covers go together. So we got truth, liberty, justice for all. Now there's a lot of characters going on in these comics. So I'm going to do my best to explain it. And I hope I explained it okay to you. So we're going to start off with, of course, number 10. So in this one, okay, Lois Lane is at Star Labs. So I'm just going to tell you where the characters are and what I can of the story so far in this comic. If you want to know what happened to the previous ones, the videos are already on my playlist. So this is at Star Labs. Do you know who I am, little ones? So this guy is at Star Labs. So I am Sun, Chained, in Ink. I personally have not seen this guy before. So he's radiating the sunlight. Okay. Now in here, this is the Justice League base. And they are... Now these characters here... Now, they say the glory of Doc Harness and the Syndicate. You will die. So, okay, who are these things? So I guess they're part of Antimatter Earth and the Crime Syndicate. I do not know anything about them. Okay, so they're trapped in that little bubble thing. Okay. And the last comic, they got this thing, the Warp Anchor. Okay, and those Marauders guys were trying to collect this. Okay. Green Lantern is having problems with his powers. Okay, then they're dealing with reality fluxes. So their world, multiple Earths, all the other Earths. So these Marauder guys, they came through like a portal. And this is part of it that they captured. Now, Superman is mad because he wants to go deal with the Syndicate. But Batman says, no, we can't do this right now. We gotta take care of this Trinity problem. But Superman wants to take care of them now because they killed hundreds of people and they enslaved people. So he wants to take care of the Syndicate. Alright. So he's giving Firestorm and Green Lantern and Red Tornado and one other. He doesn't name the one another job. Okay. Now Lois is trying to get the skinny on this Sun guy. Sun guy went to Star Labs and he collected this from Star Labs. I'm not even sure exactly what that is. Oh, grab my notepad. So this must be Lois's notepad that he took from her. Okay, then they go to this planet here. Justice League's case, and the case number, the Antimatter Earth. Okay, I have no idea about this Antimatter Earth. So I guess they enslaved people. And they're destroying the planet. Okay, Superman wants to deal with these people. These enslavers. He wants to deal with them first. But everybody else is trying to get him to Superman. He can't do this. We don't have time for this. So he starts destroying things on this other world. And they're trying to calm him down. Oh, look who came. You decided to drop by, Superman, and brought some friends. Funny thing, so did we. So this is like the opposite of them. So this must be... So... Yeah, so they're villains. The other versions of them are villain. And they got Jimmy Olsen. And that's where it says to be continued. So this one's a bit different. So... Okay, so that's what they're doing. They're fighting this crime syndicate thing. Now this ape showed up. I guess it's from Gorilla World. Okay. Maybe she doesn't like concrete. Okay, so the police are trying to get this woman gorilla taken in. And it's weird, right? And Nightwing and Robin are trying to stop her from attacking the police, which they don't have much luck with. So they start a fight. So what is this gorilla up to? So she smashes a whole bunch of buildings down and she takes off. She disappears into like this magical portal thingy. Just like that Squashbuckle guy did in the last one. They vanished and then he showed up Arkham's minutes later. So now the gorilla is gone. But what was the gorilla doing? Talking gorilla. So they're trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, because Squashbuckler guy stole Nightwing's mask. Okay. Then somebody stole Jim Gordon's pipe. Then somebody stole Joker's laugh. So Squashbuckler guy and that guy that can phase through walls, he stole Joker's laugh. Joker's laugh's missing. So what was the gorilla stealing? So Alfred says, go talk to this demonologist guy. Jason Blood. Okay, and Jason Blood said they're working on some kind of spell for Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman. Because they're the Trinity, so they're trying to create this power spell. Fire, air, water, moon, sun, moon, stars. Okay. So they create this spell. So like a superhero hunt. That's why they took the mask. That's why they took the laugh. Joker's laugh. And so these things are related to Batman. So what was the ape doing? What was the gorilla doing? The gorilla took the pavement. Because she took the pavement from is where Martha and Thomas Wayne were killed. That's the spot where they were killed. And where Batman was born. So these characters are taking items, souvenirs that are related to Batman in order to create this spell. Because there's Enigma with the pavement. You can see there's the Fire Sun guy. There's the pipe that Morgana has. And right here. Pavement, pipe, Joker's Laugh. This must be Lois's lane. Because I think that's her notepad that the sun guy took. I can't remember what that is. I can't remember what that is. And that is a badge. Oh, right, the badge. That got stolen in the other comic. But I can't remember what this is. So yes, they're collecting items to create the spell. I really hope this makes sense. There's a lot of characters in this story. So the villains are trying to form the spell. Now the next one. Okay, so in the next one, the Squashbuckler and the Ape, they went and stole Mystic Clay. So this is from the Amazons. So this is linked to Wonder Woman. So they took the clay. Okay, and meanwhile, on a different Earth in another reality, they're on this other planet. And they're trying to... What are they trying to do? They're trying to get Jimmy here back from the Syndicate here. I'm calling them the Syndicate, I really hope. Crime Syndicate. Okay. Jimmy back. So, I guess they want help fixing their planet. The Syndicate. So, they offered up Jimmy to make some kind of deal. So, Superman agreed to help them, and they give back Jimmy. Well, Jimmy's not Jimmy. He's Jimmy from that planet. So he is not the right Jimmy. Alright, so he's evil Jimmy. And they're like, Superman is not acting like himself. So they help out the people here because they're slaves basically on this planet. So they're feeding them and taking care of them. Okay. The Lantern's still having problems with his powers. And Superman is severely angry. So something's wrong with him. Okay. So Wonder Woman here. Okay, Wonder Woman, they're trying to figure out what's going on. Should they save this planet or just let it rot? Okay, so they're not acting like themselves. The three of us, whatever our unknown enemies are doing, they're binding us together, connecting us more strongly than ever. I feel Superman needs for distance, for perspective. I feel his concern for the whole world, even for the Olsen spy. I feel your aggressiveness, your warrior pride, and I've got your controlled anger, and Superman's restraint is leaving me unsteady, not trusting my instincts. And Superman. So they're feeling each other's feelings, I guess. He's been gone for a while now, and I keep wondering just where is he? He went and attacked the Syndicate. Okay. Now here. Alright. So everybody else is trying to find the artifacts. So the outsiders, which are these people, that's the Oracle, are protecting this sword because they think they're going to come for this sword. Okay. So they're at this museum. Hawkeye and Gangbusters are at this museum. Saint Roch Museum. And they are looking for the next. What else would they try to take? At the Smithsonian for exciting exhibit. So they're at the Smithsonian and they guarding this Egyptian clasp. Okay, so they think they're going to come for this and the sword at the other museum. But they don't. Sounds like a building collapsing. They hit the Air and Space Museum instead. So Hawkeye and gangbusters go to the Air and Space one, where Gorilla, Swashbuckler, the Sun God guy, and this guy here that makes all the portals, makes things disappear, are actually going after we have a fight scene here. They're actually going after the space plane. So this is the space plane that Superman saved. Because that's Superman's handprints in the plane. So they're going after Superman's plane. And they actually get away with it. So they steal the plane, so they have an item from Superman now. And they didn't go for the sword or the amulet. So that's how that ends. So right now the bad guys are winning. Okay. Now the next one. Okay, so with number 12 here. Superman, they're still in the other universe, and he's still fighting the crime syndicate. Okay. Now I guess this is the Justice League in the other world, because they're trying to try to take this base. That's what Green Lantern and Firestorm are doing. So they're on this CSA base. Okay. Superman and the others are fighting this crime syndicate. Okay. Now this is Enigma. Okay. So yeah, they're fighting each other there. And their emotions are all over the map. Superman's acting like Batman. Batman's acting like Superman. And Wonder Woman is... No, Batman's working like Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman is like Superman. So their emotions are all askew. So Green Lantern, they got attacked by, I guess, these creatures here. They're protecting the base. And the Green Lantern is having trouble with his powers. So he keeps saying 01, 01, 01 all over and over again, and he's morphing into this. A weapon. I don't think he can control his powers anymore. Okay, so they're on the base. John's wigging out. Superman and the others are fighting the crime syndicate still. Now, Enigma, the Riddler. Okay, so you have Enigma here, and then you have Enigma with Morgana. So yeah, so he said he's going to solve these crimes with the museum thefts. So he's got all the puzzles, and he's trying to figure out this puzzle, because that's what Enigma does. He goes to Penguin, and Penguin's like, I'm not part of this. It's looking like, you know, I'm not part of this. Okay. He said, so he's trying to figure out, so he knows that Penguin's not involved. What did Penguin tell you that he didn't tell us? Nothing. He said he's not involved. So Nightwing and them let him go. Then Enigma goes sees Mr. Freeze. So Mr. Freeze is mad at Riddler because you ain't paid for the last job and you went and hired somebody else to pull the heist off of the Smithsonian. So Mr. Freeze thinks Enigma hired him and didn't pay him. And he's like, no, I didn't. So Enigma gets out of there. The Riddler gets out of there. It's like, what is going on? So everything is pointing to him, that he committed the crimes. So he goes to Madame Zodiac and starts asking her, do you know the link between these items? And she said, but this many items, they could be using to draw power or to spread effect widely. So they said it's some sort of spell. So then the gargoyle that he's leaning on comes alive and tries to kill him. You betrayed the cause. And he has, I didn't. You betrayed the mistress. He has no idea what's going on. Why did it attack him? So Riddler figures this out, that all the clues are pointing to him, that he's the culprit. So he writes a letter here, putting the puzzle together. And where did it say? He says right here, the culprit is clearly Edward Nygma, aka the Riddler. That's Nightwing. And with that, I bid you adieu. He says, I profess my innocence and will seek to exonerate myself from these crimes I have not committed, from safe difference, of course. But I leave you a question, a riddle, if you will. If the evidence points to the Riddler, but the Riddler didn't commit the crimes. So we have two Riddlers. There's Enigma there. So could this Enigma be from the other Earth? This is Morgana. She's like, how passing strange. He was here and yet two places at once. It's two Enigmas. So that is Trinity 12. There's a lot of characters in it, a lot that's going on. Hopefully I explained it okay. You want to know about the previous comics, just check my playlist. They're all there. So this is Enigma 10, 11, and 12. Any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. And just put them in the comments. Later.